We've grown steadily for the last 10 years. We know how to win new business. We've grown 15% a year with the energy of our current team. We won't sleep at night unless we're growing. Jacob's confidence was met with skepticism. Catching the L at the end of the day, furrowed brows replaced the morning smiles. Jacob read the frustration on the face of his longtime business partner and felt it too. They kept talking about the return on invested capital dynamic associated with adding new salespeople, and they seemed to get freaked out when we said that business development would fall to us as senior rainmakers. Jacob paused, reflecting on his 20-year tenure at Pi. I mean, expertise and gray hair are what sell professional services. We might not be totally gray yet, but clearly, we are the growth strategy. It feels like they're saying they don't believe us or believe in us. And that is exactly the problem, Andy confirmed, finally beginning to smile. Sure, we could grow the firm to $20 million, but we know that what we're doing now won't be enough to get us to $200 million or even $50 million. No two people could do that on their own in a business like ours. When Andy and Jacob got back to Bozeman, they convened with Erica and Walt. The four of us, the authors of this book, realized we had a problem to solve. I know we've been working to operationalize our approach to client management so we can teach our newer, more junior consultants, Jacob reflected to the room of his partners. We want to get more operating leverage on the business. I get that. It makes sense. I think those investors were saying something similar. They want to see us operationalize our go-to-market efforts. They want to invest in companies that have a real business development machine. You're right, Andy added. We need to build a team that operates like an engine, that isn't so dependent on a few of us. We need growth of the firm to go beyond our own relationships and Rolodexes, and we need to show how profits can be reinvested into strategic growth initiatives with knowable returns. We know we sell work based on relationships, but we still need a plan to scale those relationships. Erica, Pi's chief client officer, chimed in. Predictable growth, of course. You weren't talking to venture investors. You were talking to growth investors, and they need a replicable growth model before they put cash in harm's way. And that's what we want too, said Andy. We shouldn't be investing our profits back into the company unless we see a path for that investment to help us scale. Walt jumped in, nodding vigorously. This is exactly the challenge nearly every firm runs into. Trying to scale business development in professional services is like herding wet cats. Few firms have figured out how to do that well. Walt knew what he was talking about. A former McKinsey partner, global managing director at Accenture, and global head of sales for ERM, Pi's three leaders felt lucky to have him as a board member, trusted advisor, and friend. The group breathed a collective sigh of relief. Not that anything had been solved,